Hello students, welcome once again. Let us continue our chapter number 3 of geography, that is humidity and clouds. Dear students, in the previous lecture we have learned about the clouds types according to international classification. Today we are going to learn about features of clouds. Let us start with high clouds. High clouds are mainly made up of ice particles. They can be classified into three groups such as cirrus, cirromulus and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Wispy means like a small bundle. Cirrocumulus clouds look like groups of small waves, and cirrostratus are like a bedsheet with wrinkles. They generally have a halo around them. Halo means circular band of colored light. Dear students, high clouds are made up of ice particles and they are divided or classified into three groups: cirrus, cirrocumulus and cirrostratus, and their shapes are different is mentioned here. Now let us start medium clouds. These clouds include altocumulus and altostratus. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and have a wave-like structure. The students, medium clouds means medium altitude are divided into two groups such as altocumulus and altostratus. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and they have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a grey shade. Altostratus are not very thick. The sun can be seen through them as if seen through a milky glass. The students, altostratus clouds are not very thick. Now let us learn the further types of clouds, that is low clouds. These consist of 5 types of clouds. Stratocumulus have layers. Their color is white to earthly. Round clusters of cloud can be here. Stratus clouds also have layers. They are ash colored and their base is uniform. Nimbostratus has thick layers. They are grayish ash. They are grayish in color and cause continuous rainfall and even snowfall. Dear students, nimbostratus clouds, they have thick layers and they are grayish, means their colors are grey, and they continuous rainfall, even snowfall also. Now give it a try. Look at the figure. Now go out of the house in the ground. Observe the clouds in the sky. Discuss the following points and write answers in your notebook. Question number first. What was the color and size of the clouds? What type of clouds did you observe? Can these clouds bring rain? Give reason. Dear students, you could do this activity at home Means observe the cloud and write the answer of these questions. You can take help uh, these figures also. Now let us start next types of cloud, that is cumulus clouds. These clouds are formed extensively from 500 meter to 600 meter altitude. Dear students, cumulus clouds are between 500 meter to 6000 meter altitude. The vertical flow of the air adds to the formation of these clouds. These are huge and dome shape. As you can see the image, there you will find out the dome shape, means the shape of the cloud is dome. Dome means like a half circle. They are grey in color. Cumulus clouds are an indicator of pleasant weather. The vertical expanse of these clouds increases so much that they turn into cumulonimbus clouds and bring rain. Now we are going to learn about cumulonimbus clouds. Cumulonimbus clouds, these are characteristic clouds which are indicators of thunderstorm. The student, these clouds indicates thunderstorms. These look like huge mountains. If you observe the image, you will notice that the shape of the clouds like huge mountains. These are dense and dark in color. There is thunder accompanied by lightning. They bring rain with storm and may sometime bring hailstones. Hailstones means a single hail or a single piece of ice. But such a type of rain does not last long. The largest of these clouds bring rainfall accompanied with lightning. The top portion of these clouds has an oval like shape. Dear students, the top portion of these clouds like an iron, means here the top clouds, the shape of the top clouds are look like iron. The clouds have a positive charge at the upper and a negative charge at the lower end. The land below them always has negative charge. Due to difference in the charges, electric charges are formed and lightning occurs, lighting up the sky for a moment. The students, because of the difference in the charges, electric charges are formed and they are lightning. The lightning occurs, lighting up the sky for a moment. The air around lighting rises up because of the heat, and this leads to a large thundering sound. The students hear the sign of plus, minus and plus. It indicates the direction of the flow of clouds. These are the symbols of flow of clouds. As compared to other clouds, the raindrops of these clouds are larger because they move up and down a lot of times and accumulate more and more water. Drops become larger and larger, are unable to float in the clouds because of their weight. Dear students, here the drops become larger and larger, so they cannot float in the clouds because of their weight. They fall in the form of rain. Sometimes the air in the clouds is very cold. As a result, these drops freeze and fall in the form of hail. Dear students, the rain in the clouds is very cold, and because of the cold air, these drops freeze and they started to fall in the form of hail. Hail means piece of ice, and we call them hailstones. Now use your brain power. Find where the adjacent symbols are used while showing the weather of a place. Write their meanings in the boxes given below. Dear students, here the first image shows the clouds are very clear. When the sky is clear, and so no chance of rain. In the second figure, the clouds are moderately in the sky, and so there were chance of light rain. And in the third image, the clouds are cloudy sky, and because of cloudy sky there is chance of heavy rain. Now let us here, do you know, we are going to learn about cloudburst. Cloudburst is a type of precipitation. The students, precipitation means water particles. They may be liquid or solid. Raindrops coming toward the earth are stopped in the clouds itself because of strong vertical winds. Dear students, the red arrow indicates that, or they are the symbol of strong vertical winds, and because of strong vertical winds the drops stopped themselves in the clouds. These drops change into hail. This makes the clouds heavier. The vertical winds are unable to bear this weight. This leads to heavy rainfall with large size hail. This is called cloud burst. Please, dear students, please keep in mind what is meant by cloud burst. The drops change into hail, and this makes the clouds heavier. The vertical winds are unable to bear this weight, and this is the cause to heavy rainfall with large size hail, and this is considered as cloud burst. It leads to a rainfall of more than 100 mm in a small area or particular region. This type of precipitation mainly occurs in mountainous regions. The stratus through which the Himalaya ranges pass experience such a type of rainfall. Dear students, I hope you understood this chapter. In this part, we learned the features of clouds. They are different shapes. I put here assignment. Question number first, match the column and complete the chain. Match the column A with B, B with C, and in this way you have to solve this question. Question number second, Choose the correct word from the brackets and complete the sentence. Question number 3. Differentiate between. Question number 4. Answer the following questions. And dear students, question number 5 and question number 6 I had given you already in the previous videos. So, my dear students, solve the assignment in the notebook. Complete your notebooks. Write the answers in your own words. Thank you and have a nice day.